So last week I shared the story of my wife and I driving to the Oregon coast, but really running into some trouble when we had to navigate through one of the larger cities that stood in its way between where we came from and where we wanted to go. Through a combination of bad weather, heavy traffic, and an unknown city, and error in judgment, we were forced to pull over and reassess where we were and figure out how to get back on track to where we wanted to be. We had to map out what was going on. And just like the traffic mess that we were in, our brain sometimes does the same thing when we're stressed and anxious. Sometimes what we need to do is pull over and park our brain and map out the thoughts and feelings that we're experiencing so we can get to a better place. Last week we talked about 2 out of the 5 ways to map these thoughts and feelings out. Today we're going to cover the remaining 3. Okay, you ready? All right, let's do it. So to recap, the first way was to ask yourself what is on your mind. This was done practically through a fill-in-the-blank practice. I feel this because of this, and it impacts me in this way. Then asking the question, writing it out. I wonder how I can help myself feel better the next time this happens. The second practice was just to write. Sometimes you have no clue what you're even feeling or what to write. It's like being in a traffic jam. You feel, just stuck and nowhere to go. In this moment, just process and write any words that come to mind without being worried about grammar or spelling. It very well could start off with, I have no clue what to write or even what to think, but I'm tired and lonely, and so on and so on. All right, let's go to number 3. Release your negative emotions. And many times various situations, setbacks, or conflicts will trigger certain negative emotions. You can use this kind of emotional mapping to clarify all your negative emotions and next steps to take. So write out what happened to you and the negative emotions it triggered. This could be a rant, reflecting on a situation with another person, or just writing single words describing what happened. Once you've done this, you can even write out steps you think you should take to address the situation down the road. So say you've had a fight with your best friend and you're super stressed about it. You may write down, I can't believe Jackie sent me those mean texts. I thought she was someone I could trust. I wanted to scream at her yesterday, but I didn't want a bunch of drama. It just feels like she doesn't understand me. Maybe I'll take one more day as a breather and then talk to her about my emotions and how I feel. Writing these things down will help you calm down, and it may even help you find the words or steps needed to communicate to others. All right, next one. Number 4, track your mood. This is my favorite one. Every day, record your mood score with your written entries. This may help you recognize patterns in your life that may be leading to certain feelings. You can do it on a scale of 1 to 5. 1 being happy, 2 being indifferent, 3 being stressed, 4 being angry, and 5 being sad. By doing this every day, you may discover healthy things that help you feel better or remove things that make you feel unhappy. So for instance, when tracking these numbers daily, you may find out that you're stressed on a regular basis. When looking at what you've written in your daily entries, you might find out that you're not getting enough sleep, or you're surrounding yourself with toxic people. All those things can lead to a more stress-filled life. So track your mood levels with your entries and watch for common patterns that could be addressed. Okay, and if you hate the idea of writing out numbers, draw a picture of how you're feeling. It can be a great visual way of tracking your moods. All right, last one, number 5. Review, review, review. It's always a good idea to look over your previous entries a few days later. By doing this regularly, it will help you better understand yourself, reframe your thoughts, and potentially look at a situation in a different light, knowing how to handle it better in the future. So for example, if you happen to be going through a really difficult situation one day, and a few days later you looked back on that situation and realized certain ways you could have handled it better. Not only do you become more in tune with your future responses, but you gain valuable insight into how you react over certain things. So, Keep your entries consistent and review them at a later time. And if you really want to improve your mental health, look back at your previous 3 to 4 months of entries. All right, that's it. That's the 5 things you can do to process and map out your thoughts. Remember, you don't have to do all of these. Sometimes you just need to pick up 2 or 3 and go from there. Whatever you decide, remember how important it is to process your thoughts and emotions. Don't suppress them. Map them out. This usually means dedicating some specific time to do it and unplugging yourself from the world to put your full focus into you.